And the Democrats say that MAGA Republicans are extremists. And that's Philly. It's Mayfair, a town called Mayfair off of Roosevelt Boulevard in Philly. A large group of young kids, some as young as 10 years old, according to the police, went into the Wawa store, that gas station, and literally destroyed it. Smashing things, stealing things, throwing, breaking, whatever you can imagine, they did in there for no other reason than they had nothing else to do at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. That happened in a Democratic-run city where lawlessness is out of control. Shootings and violence is out of control. And they still continue to do nothing about it. They still say that this is a safe place to be. Vote Democrat. We're going to make it better. In turn, they're going to make it worse because, as you can see, it's bad. There was no reason whatsoever for a large group of kids to go into that store and destroy it. None whatsoever. But that's what happens when the police don't respond to calls because they have no backing from their mayor and or chief or supervisors. So they just stay away, especially with young people. If the police responded to that Wawa and started arresting people, the protests would still be going on today because they would be calling all the police racists for arresting young black people. Well, they should be arrested. They should be held accountable. And the young ones, under 18 and as young as 10, their parents should be held accountable for letting them out on the street to get involved with large groups like that and destroy property. What is the reason behind it other than these kids have nothing better to do? They have no home life. Most of them have probably been in trouble before because what makes a good kid who goes to school and gets good grades and maybe plays on a sports team, what makes them get involved with a group of animals like that to destroy a store because they had nothing else to do on a Saturday night? My guess is most of them have been in the juvenile justice system, and they're going to continue to be in it. And they're going to get older. After they're 18, they're going to be in the adult system. And a lot of them are going to end up in adult prisons for a lot worse crimes than looting a Wawa store. Watch the rest of the clip. What is the reason behind that? Again, other than a group of kids who have nothing else to do, they have no family life, they have no home life, because if they had parents or a parent who cared enough about what they do, they would not have been out at 8 o'clock or later on a Saturday night roaming the streets, destroying public property or destroying private property because it belongs to the corporation who owns Wawa. And as that video goes on, you see the young girl standing at the counter and she's asking the guy behind it, "Are you going to make our sandwiches?" And the guy's like, "I'm walking out of here." They still wanted their food. So I'm going to say that young girl, she only went there to get a sandwich. I don't think she was involved in that mess. The kid wanted something to eat, and the guy working there couldn't do it because A, he was filming that madness, And B, he wanted to get out of there in case he would have gotten hurt. And as whoever's filming that goes outside, you don't see a police car in sight. And that went on for well over a few minutes. But the police now say they saw all the surveillance videos and people will be arrested and held accountable. Well, I certainly hope that's true. And being under 18, nothing's going to happen to them, especially in a liberal shithole like that. Just like California, if that happened in Gavin Newsom's California, they'd get a spank on the wrist, and then they'd be allowed to go back into the store they looted to buy a soda, buy a bag of chips, or maybe even loot it again, because there's no consequences in these liberal shitholes for crimes like that. Nothing is going to happen to these kids. They're going to get away with it with a slap on the wrist, to go on to commit more crimes, commit worse crimes. This is Joe Biden's America. These are the Democratic leaders who want you to believe that they are for the people. They're going to make it safe. They're going to make it better. When in turn, they do nothing. They do just the opposite. They let criminals roam free. They let them out of prison on light sentences for a lot worse crimes than looting. That's what they do. But they want you to vote for them. They want you to believe in their message that they're with Joe Biden. And along with Joe, we're going to make America better. These people are fucking out of their minds. I still don't understand how anybody could think that a Democrat is doing something good. I really don't understand. Nothing good happens in any city or town or state run by a Democrat. Nothing but high crime, high murder rates, police running off the job because they're not supported by their superiors. So the less police they have, the more crime they have. But the liberal asshat politicians will want you to believe that their cities are safe. Come visit us. Come spend money here. I got news for you. People from all over the country should stay away from Philly, should stay away from New York, should stay away from Chicago, California. Because if you go there, chances are you're going to get mugged, you're going to be involved in a crime, or you're going to be the victim of a crime. Because there's not enough police to protect everybody, and the police that are out there can't do their job because their superiors or political leaders will not have their back when they're doing their jobs. Remember this in November. Remember, again, that's a Democratic city, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Remember it when you go to the voting booth. These Democrats need to lose their seats as mayors, as governors, as congresspeople. They need to be defeated because scenes like that are happening all across America. And if these liberal asshats get reelected or elected, this shit's going to get 100 times worse than it already is. And that's it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. You'll never miss an episode. Share my videos with someone if you will. I appreciate that. I hope everybody's healthy and safe, and I'll see you real soon, because the midterms are creeping and the Democrats are out lying every chance they get. They need to be defeated, and our country needs to turn around for the better. Have a great night.